Have you heard of these remote towns in Rhode Island? You've probably never heard of a little Rhode Island village famous for real-life horror, mysterious ghost towns, or forgotten mill villages, yet they exist. Rhode Island has a darker side of its own. Some small towns look peaceful and charming, but behind their historical charm and scenic beauty lie communities with stagnant economies, limited jobs, and aging populations. Here, we'll explore 15 of the most remote and challenged small towns in Rhode Island. Get ready to see a side of the ocean state rarely shown. Villages with rich history and natural allure, but daily realities that are tough for younger generations and working families. First up is Harrisville, known not for its economy, but for one chilling reason. This is where the real-life story behind The Conjuring began. The farmhouse at the center of that haunting made Harrisville world famous. Ironically, that fame has brought almost no change to the lives of locals. This tiny village in Burrillville has just about 1,900 residents, with a median age of 52, a sign that young people are steadily moving away. Economically, Harrisville is falling behind. The median household income is around $62,000, well below Rhode Island's average of over $86,000. Local job options are scarce, forcing many to commute more than 40 minutes daily. Crime is relatively low, about 380 to 400 cases per 100,000, so it's not a dangerous place. The real issue is stagnation. While Harrisville is famous for horror, Albion has been almost completely forgotten, even though it once powered Rhode Island's industrial rise. This small village in North Smithfield grew around Albion Mill, one of the largest textile complexes in the Blackstone Valley during the 19th century. Today, it's part of the federally protected Blackstone River Valley National Historical Park, a status that, ironically, hasn't helped revive its economy. Now home to about 1,600 people, Albion's median household income hovers around $55,000, well below the state average. Many homes are aging mill worker residences, and there are almost no local jobs left, meaning residents depend heavily on commuting. While violent crime isn't a major issue, property crime per capita is relatively high compared to surrounding rural towns. If Albion is a forgotten mill town, then Slatersville is a mill town remembered a little too well. This isn't just any village. This is where America's first water-powered textile mill was built in 1793, laying the foundation for the U.S. Industrial Revolution. Without Slatersville, American manufacturing history might look very different. But today, that legacy feels more like a burden. The population is only about 1,100, and despite its national historical status, median household income is still stuck around $60,000, below the Rhode Island average. Interestingly, many historic buildings are well preserved, but they serve mostly as photo backdrops or converted old apartments, not engines of economic growth. There's virtually no local job market, so the town survives on its past while depending on daily outbound commuters. Slatersville isn't a ghost town. It's a lived-in museum where history is alive, but the future feels frozen in time. Meanwhile, Chepachet is a small village that's mostly overlooked, except by those who know real rural life and its history. This village in Glocester has a population of about 1,900, and its name comes from the Narragansett language, meaning where rivers meet, referring to its location at the junction of several small rivers, a fun fact that gives Chepachet a strong natural identity. But life here isn't as charming as the name suggests. The median household income is around $92,000, and local job opportunities are scarce. Younger residents often move to bigger cities, leaving behind an aging population. Chepachet is known for traditional events like Green Day and local farmers markets, but these are rarely enough to drive the economy. If Chepachet stands out for its nature and festivals, Wyoming is an extreme case of a village that truly feels remote. Located in the town of Richmond, this village has around 3,300 residents and is known for its green surroundings, rivers, and forests that make it a haven for nature lovers, fishing, and hiking. Wyoming is the starting point for many trails, including access to the vast Carolina Management Area. But daily life tells a different story. Wyoming has few local businesses or jobs. Most people have to commute to cities like Providence or Westerly. The median household income is around $72,000, slightly below the state average, and limited economic opportunity makes the village feel static. Crime is low, but the isolation and lack of services make Wyoming feel like a place surviving mostly on nature and long commutes. Melville is a quiet village with a unique historical background. Located in Portsmouth, it was once known for hosting a Coast Guard military facility, and it still preserves some old architecture and training areas. Melville is close to one of Rhode Island's largest marinas, making it a popular spot for sailing and water activities, though locals don't always feel the economic benefit. With a population of about 1,600, the village is relatively safe with low crime rates. However, the lack of businesses, services, and active economic life makes Melville feel more like a passive community, one that exists quietly, with little movement or change. Next is Burrillville, a small town with a unique structure. It's made up of several villages, including Pascoag, Harrisville, and Mapleville. With a population of around 17,000, it covers a relatively large area, but many of its villages face real economic challenges. Burrillville is known for the Blackstone River Valley Heritage Trail, which runs through old mill villages and offers scenic hikes and a glimpse into Rhode Island's industrial past. Crime rates in the town are relatively low, but disparities between villages are clear. Some are stagnating, with aging populations and little growth. Burrillville is a paradox, a town that feels large and historic, yet many of its parts are still struggling to keep up with the modern world. Glocester shows a more extreme rural side. This town has about 11,000 residents, with most of the land covered in farms, forests, and rivers, including water routes popular for kayaking and fishing. Interestingly, Gloucester is home to the Foster Gloucester Game Preserve, a conservation area known for birdwatching and seasonal hunting, making it a unique destination for nature lovers. But life here is far from urban. Most residents have to commute to Providence or Cranston. While crime is low, the isolation and lack of services make it a difficult place for young families or those who need fast access to jobs and schools. Narragansett Pier showcases Rhode Island's coastal beauty and its challenges. This small village, part of the town of Narragansett, has about 3,300 residents and is known for its wide beaches, piers, and deep-rooted maritime history. The famous Galilee Fish Market, one of New England's top seafood spots, is nearby, making this village a summer hotspot for food and sailing tourism. But daily life here is far from vacation-like. Most local businesses are seasonal, causing annual income to fluctuate significantly. The median household income sits around $79,000, which is fairly stable, but off-season job opportunities are limited. It's a safe place to live, but the high cost of living and tourism-based economy make it tough for families and young workers looking to build long-term stability. Pascoag is a clear example of a struggling small town in Rhode Island. Part of Burrillville, this village has a population of around 4,500, but socially and economically, it faces serious challenges. Pascoag is home to the J&J Fabrique Mill, a historic textile factory that now stands as a reminder of a time when the village was once a busy manufacturing hub. Today, the median household income in Pascoag is only around $66,000, well below the state average. Local job options are extremely limited, forcing many residents to commute long distances to major cities in Rhode Island. Property crime per capita is higher here than in other villages in Burrillville, showing how isolation and economic stagnation create real challenges for daily life. If Pascoag is a village struggling to hold on, Hope Valley shows a different side, a small town living off its own history. Located in Hopkinton, Hope Valley has a population of about 2,300 and is known as a historic mill village in the Blackstone River Valley, with several preserved buildings designated as national landmarks. Interestingly, the Blackstone River once served as a major transport route for textile factories and is now a popular spot for kayaking and hiking. Crime rates are low, but the village faces the same issues as many small towns in Rhode Island: an aging population and a stagnant economy. And finally, Hanton City is the opposite, a village completely erased from modern life. Located in Glocester, Hanton City was once a small farming community founded in the 1700s, but over time, it was abandoned, becoming a ghost town hidden deep in Rhode Island's forests. Fun fact, the ruins of Hanton City can still be found along certain hiking trails, including old foundations and overgrown paths, making it a favorite for urban explorers and hidden history fans. Current population, 0. No jobs, no income. Life here is just a memory. The only danger is the rugged, remote forest terrain. Hanton City is an extreme case of a remote village erased by time. It survives only in local history and imagination. Exploring these small towns of Rhode Island, from Harrisville, made famous by The Conjuring, to Hanton City, lost in the woods, reminds us that not every beautiful spot on a map is easy to live in. Some villages hold amazing history, stunning landscapes, and unforgettable stories, but economic stagnation, few jobs, and aging populations remain hard truths. Rhode Island may be the smallest state, but its most remote corners offer some of the biggest lessons. Historical beauty and natural charm don't always equal an easy life. These towns live between legacy, mystery, and modern-day reality, showing us how small communities survive, change, or even vanish over time. So the next time you look at a map of Rhode Island, remember every little dot has a story, and some are more complicated than they first appear.